Hello and welcome to the latest ATTA presentation. Today we'll be hearing from Tourvest DMC, and it's presented by Tesna Simonson-George. Tesna's been working in the field of UK and Ireland representation for over 20 years and has been the representative of Tourvest DMC in the market since 2011. So knows the product extremely well and is extremely passionate about the industry. So Tesna, over to you for your presentation.
Morning, Chris. Thank you so much, and thanks everybody for joining us and watching the presentation. As Chris said, I'm just going to give you a very quick introduction to Tourvest DMC, who we are and what we offer our partners. Now, on the presentation, I obviously mentioned the UK and Irish market. That's because I'm based here, but we do also work with source markets from all over the world. So if you are interested, please do contact us. We're happy to work with everybody. So who we are. As the name suggests, Tourvest DMC, we're a full service DMC. We offer everything from tailor-made itineraries, self-drives, specialist groups, sports tours, supporters. We've just done really well with the cricket tour, single travelers, all of that. We cover everything. We have also been working in the market for over 32 years, so we are very well established. One of our slogans is our passion, our people, our passion, and that's very much comes through with our staff on the ground. They are extremely passionate about South Africa, Southern Africa, and they are all very knowledgeable travel professionals who are out traveling the whole time on educationals and learning about product and new restaurants, etc., etc. We are 100% B2B company. We will never ever take a direct consumer booking. If Mr. and Mrs. Smith somehow manage to find us on Google, goodness only knows how, and they get in touch with us, we will ask them where they're phoning from, and we will give them our partners' details so that they contact one of our tour operator partners. We also have a dedicated UK and Ireland team on the ground working with our partners to make sure you get key account management. The areas we operate, pretty much the whole of Southern Africa, including Malawi as well. And that, in the nutshell, there is pretty much the entire Tourvest DMC team. That team oversees all the markets, basically, all the source markets from across the world. And more dedicated to the UK is Suzanne Bernardi, who some of you, I'm sure, have met when she's over here. She's our sales and marketing director. Merle Kwan. Merle has been with the business since day one. She is our ops director. Diane Jacobs, she will help our partners with contracting, any new itineraries, anything they want to do to grow their business. Diane will help them. Samantha Naidu is the ops manager. She oversees the res team. And on the right there is our dedicated UK and Ireland team. They look after all of our tour operator partners here in the UK and Ireland. And then down at the bottom is me. I'm based here. I'm available 24/7, always happy to help our partners in any way I can. So that's our little team that look after our partners. And to go a bit more into detail about what we do, we offer market-leading access to availability via our B2B platform. And this is vital because it at the moment shows your normal STO rates and the dynamic rates. And in this ever-changing environment, it is so important to have your dynamic rates. So we invest an awful lot of resources into our technology to make sure we future-proofing our partners and keeping them relevant with all those dynamic rates. Because we are part of the Tourvest, under the Tourvest umbrella, part of the group. Our partners have benefits of working with us because we also get our clients discounts at our retail stores. We've got our own restaurants where we've got value adds negotiated, and we obviously also have our own portfolio of hotels and lodges. That doesn't mean we don't work with other properties. We do, but that's just to show you that we do also have our own hotels and lodges. We have a wide range of product on offer. It's everything from Uncle John's little B&B, all the way through to your Marriott's, your Tsoho Suns, your bigger hotel chains, all the game lodges from all levels, from your national park lodges all the way through to your Sangitas, etc. We have our own range of touring products, day trips, scheduled tours, all of that available, car hire, meet and greet services, etc., as you would expect from a full service DMC. On the top right of the slide, you can see an example of our current travel journal. Now, this clients on arrival are met by a guide and they receive their travel journal. This is a lovely pack. It contains their vouchers. It's got maps in it. It's got info pamphlets on the areas they'll be visiting. There's a road atlas. There's also within the pack a little card where we've negotiated value added discounts for clients, and then the general information on South Africa, the areas they are visiting, point-to-point directions on where they need to drive when they're driving if they don't have a sat nav. Most clients these days do tend to go for a sat nav, but if they don't, we have those. And then there's fun things like little recipes for milk tart and things like that. So it's a nice keepsake for clients after their trip to South Africa. We have 24 hours assistance on the ground, so you know that your clients are in safe hands. We have brochures. They are hard copy. We've got 3 brochures, but these are also available online. So we are trying to reduce our print run, trying to reduce the use of paper, and that's why we've invested making these digital online. I'll show you an example of these in a few moments' time. Then we also have API connectivity, making sure our clients can connect and get the best rates and live availability. We host regular fam trips. At the bottom right is one that actually went a few weeks ago. That's a group of Irish operators who came out with us. And I'm around to do destination training for our partners teams. I'm here to help. If you a B2C company and you're working with travel agents, I'm very happy to go with you to do destination training with your agents and assist in any way I can. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry. We have also recently launched our new digital quotes. So when you get a quote from us, this is how the itinerary will be prepared. I apologize, it was a bit difficult to get it into the PowerPoint presentation to look really sexy, but this is basically how it comes up. You've got your day-to-day overview, and then on each day you've got an overview of the location of the property you're going to be staying at, average temperature, map, little bit of blurb on the area, and then the accommodation itself. You've got description on the accommodation, some images, and then also some videos that are embedded into the digital quote. So any client receiving that would be really inspired and hopefully book. I mentioned our B2B portal at the start of the presentation. Now, this is just very much a screenshot and a quick intro to the system, but it's a fab system. You can use it to book, you can use it to quote. If you just want general information on hotels, you just quickly want to see something, you can hop in. If you're working from home, as most of us are these days, you can work late at night and get a live quote if you wanted to. You can check live availability. The policies, like say you want to do a Christmas booking and you're not sure of a minimum stay, you can go in there and you can book pretty much everything: accommodation, the trains, Rovos Blue Train, car hire, transfers, everything. I am also available to do webinar training on the system, and obviously when we can go back into the office, I'll also be very happy to pop in and do training with your teams. So this is just to show you an example of how the system will pull up accommodation. Now on this slide, we've got the Commodore Hotel, and you'll notice that there's the rates in net STO and net bar. Now, your STO rate is obviously your standard contracted rate, and your bar rate is your best available rate on the day. So you can see here on this, the bar rate is quite a bit cheaper on the day. So here you're saving some money for your clients. Bar rate does change, so clients should just be aware that if you quote, I suggest that people always quote on the higher rate, and then if the bar rate is still available when you confirm, then you obviously get that amazing saving. Over here, these icons here, if you click on those, they'll open up. You've got your policies. Under this one, it will tell you how many kids per room. Like I said, minimum stays, what's included, all of that. Next to that is your description, so it will tell you where the address of the hotel, a little bit blurb on the hotel. Health and safety, our health and safety forms that go out, those are completed, so you can see if anything that you want to see, depth markings, that sort of thing. There's a Google map, there's images, these are high-res images, so the product department can find images here, up-to-date images, and then content changes, that's basically if anything changes, if any special offers or anything is has been launched. Those usually go under the important notes. So that really is just a tiny taster of what the system does, and it really does make your life an awful lot easier. I mentioned our online brochures. These are our brochures online. We have the hard copies in stock. If anybody wants hard copies, I can get them to them. But the beauty of the digital ones is you can also download. When you go into the pages, you can also click straight into the B2B system to check availability and check rates as well. The brochures themselves don't have rates in them. We've also tried to come up with a few different things, working with partners and our own tours, where we just want to offer, I mean, as lovely as Table Mountain is, going up Table Mountain, for someone who's been before and looking for something different, we've added our travel twists, things like a jazz tour where you go to one of the local jazz musicians, Hilter Schilder. You go to his house and he gives you the history of jazz in South Africa. You have dinner at his house, and then he takes you to a jazz club at the end of the evening. We do Cape Malay cooking experience, the Foodies on Foot, where you walk through Stellenbosch and you go to all the little artisan shops, bread making, olive oil, all of that, blending experiences where you can blend your own olive oil, your own wine, your own tea and coffee. We've got photographic tours where you've got the photographic guide for the day and you can go and explore Cape Town and he'll show you how to take the best photos. So that sort of thing, just to be a little bit different, we've added these now as well. Social responsibility, we at Tourvest DMC and Tourvest as a whole take this very seriously. We have such a long list of the projects we're involved in that, you know, if you want them, I am very happy to send them out to you. But some of the things that I'd like to point out today is we are Fair Trade in Tourism accredited. We have our green seat. If clients are in one of our vehicles, they can make a contribution and money from that goes to the anti-rhino poaching team in the Kruger Park. We plant trees regularly. At Tsitsikamma, clients can actually stop and go plant a tree if they wanted to. And we were the first tour operator, DMC, in South Africa to sign the Bloodlines Pledge. We have stopped all animal interaction. We do not offer animal interaction in our programs at all anymore. We don't sell the lion park. We don't do any of that anymore, anything with animal interaction. The only animal interaction we still do is your shark diving, but we work with Marine Dynamics, who are a very well-established marine biologist company first and foremost. So, and they are great conservationists, so we work with them, but very much taken that seriously. And then we've got our academy where we go to impoverished areas and we put scholars through a tourism diploma and find employment for them afterwards, and various other initiatives. So we're not just a big corporate cat who just takes. We're very, very much about giving back. It's very important to us. And that, in a nutshell, really is Tourvest DMC. If you want to contact us, our details are there. And whilst I have your attention as part of Luxury Collection, I just want to mention two of my other clients, ATTA and Mdluli Safari Lodge. Mdluli is a brand new lodge that's just opened. It is just inside the Numbi Gate in the Kruger National Park. It's got 50 tents. While some people might go, that's huge, bear in mind, when the market recovers, availability is always an issue for the Kruger Park. This is a beautiful, you can see from the tents, stunning lodge, and it is also going to come in at a very, very affordable price point. The beauty of this lodge is also it's community owned, so all profits go back to the local community. And last but not least, this little gem in Addo, Elephant House. It's about a 5-minute drive to the Addo Gate, owner run, beautiful property, 2 types of accommodation available. This, I know the phrase home away from home is used so much, but this truly is a home away from home. Fantastic food, fantastic setting. Your clients are going to want to stay for longer than a night, I promise you. And that is me done. ATTA, thank you. Chris, thank you so much for the opportunity. And if there's anything you need, any further information on Tourvest DMC, any brochures, anything like that, please get in touch. I'm always, always happy to help. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Great. Thank you, Tesna. Wonderful presentation. It's fascinating to see the technology and everything that Tourvest is using to make everyone's life easier. So thank you very much, and until next time, we'll speak again.